All right, what's good, y'all? Back at it again. I had to come inside because I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the rain is it got out of control. So I just wanted to yeah, I'm just back, just letting you know that I told y'all I drop a book before. Working on a book soon called How to Come Up, Staying True to Yourself, and basically like I wrote about the book is for the book How to Come Up, man. Y'all been watching my last few videos, and basically, what I want to do is I just want to give people the knowledge that they need if they feel they don't have it, in order to for them to rise above their situation. Right? We've been talking about happiness. We've been talking about value scales. We've been talking about production versus consumption. Okay? We've been talking about staying true to yourself. We've been talking about pricing. Okay? Now, this is just one facet of my life. This isn't everything. Again, you on Ashton Gray Music Channel. Um, so, I make songs. That's another aspect of my life that I enjoy. That's another aspect of my life. Something that I enjoy producing and consuming music. Okay, but back to the last couple videos and stuff like that. So the reason I wrote this book is because I'm a young black man in America. You know what I'm saying? But I got friends of all different backgrounds and stuff like that. So, but a lot of us, you know, you're young and you trying to make it, right? You're trying to do better. You know what I mean? You we're coming of age. You know what I'm saying? We're not little boys no more. You know what I mean? So I see it around me. I see a lot of young adults. You know what I mean? Struggling. They really out here struggling. I see people with educated, highly educated, master's degrees. I've seen people with master's degrees and still see people with master's degrees making just as much money as some people who didn't have a degree at all. You know what I mean? Or or exactly, or just some people who I've also witnessed people who didn't finish school, right? And they out here and they found a way. They found a way to support their family and sustain themselves and stuff like that. But this is mostly geared towards young people. But I'm not saying that older folk can't. If you come across this, you should be able to apply some of these things to your life. So I wrote this book for any individual who's looking to get the things that they deserve. You know what I mean? If you feel like you've been settling for some shit that you don't deserve, then this book is for you. Get what you deserve. You know what I mean? This is your only opportunity, as far as I know, right? Because I don't know what comes after death. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? I believe in God, but you might not. You know what I'm saying? So, and and as far as I'm aware, I haven't died yet. You know what I'm saying? So this is your only opportunity to get what you deserve while you still got hours. You know what I'm saying? While you still got minutes, while you still got seconds, while you still got breath in your lungs. You know what I'm saying? It's your only opportunity to get everything that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? I wrote this for someone, for the individual who's not going to settle, bruh. Who's not going to settle. You know what I'm saying? Because to get what you want, you got to struggle. It's a constant struggle. You know what I'm saying? Another facet of my life is I like working out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bodybuilder, but that's something that's been part of my life for a long time, coming from a sports background. So the only way to get stronger is to not settle. You gotta go through that pain. You gotta go through that fire. You know what I'm saying? When you doing them sprints, or when you doing conditioning, for example, and you running those miles, you know what I'm saying? The only way to get better is to run more miles. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to improve. How you gonna improve if you don't do nothing? It's not gonna happen. Okay? If you want to get stronger, you got to lift those weights. You have to put your body under some sort of stress in order to get stronger. Now, I'm not telling you to overload and kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to do that. But you have to go through whatever personal battles that you're going through. You got to use those and leverage those to make yourself stronger. Because if it didn't happen to you, then you wouldn't be able to become stronger. Okay? I'm writing this book for the person who's looking to help themselves, okay? Because nobody else is going to take on your load. And even if they did, is that going to make you stronger? Is that going to make you smarter? Is that going to make you faster? Is that going to make you more productive? Is that going to make you more efficient? You got to think about these things, okay? Everything that you want to attain, it can be had. You see what I'm saying? It's all about inputs and outputs. Okay? We living in the 21st century and they still haven't figured out how to make the perfect AI. Artificial intelligence. Okay? Because nothing can come close to the human mind. Okay? It's all about inputs and outputs. Watch children learn, right? You ever see a young child learn how to write? It's hard for them to do it at first. You know, it takes years. Look at a kindergartner, then look at a third grader's handwriting. Okay? It's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't going to happen overnight. But over time, you can level up. You can come up. You can rise above your situation. Okay? I wrote this book for any individual out here who's looking to get some more cash flow in their pocket. Okay? You know what I mean? Whether you finished high school, right? Or whether you didn't. Okay? All those years in that school, I don't know if they taught you how to leverage your abilities to make some money, okay? And I talk about how to make money, and then I also talk about the limits of making money. You know what I mean? Because there's limits of making money. Because you got to look at the world. There's so many different things you could do. There's so many different ways to make $1. You see what I'm saying? So you should never count yourself out. You should never ever count yourself out because there's so many different things you could do. But with that being said, you got pride, you got character, you got integrity. You see what I'm saying? You got to consider what you would do for money and what you wouldn't do for money, okay? Because you don't want to. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day, but you don't want to be out here doing anything for money, okay? Because you got character, right? And you got integrity. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to be walking out here looking crazy because you're doing some crazy stuff for money. But again, it's a lot of alternatives out here. It's a lot of options. It's a lot of different things you could do. So I talk about that, okay? And I wrote this book for a person who's looking to find happiness within their career field or their field of trade. When I talk about trade, I'm talking about trade work. Okay? Because I see a lot of people, I come in contact with a lot of people who are educated, right? They have went to school. They have put the work in, but then they not even working in the field that they went to school for. You see what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother video. Because like I talked about in my production versus consumption video, you got your workload and you got your study load, okay? Now you could study all you want. You could get smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter, right? But if you don't do the work, you're not going to gain the experience and you're not going to get better, okay? It don't matter how many, if you're a barber, it don't matter how many books you read on cutting hair, bruh. You could know all the techniques, but if you haven't applied it, if you haven't had that person in your chair and trimmed his head or her head, okay? You're not going to understand what it takes. You're not going to understand what it's like on the battlefield. You see what I'm saying? But the best way to come up is to have the ability to do both, okay? Is to have the ability to get the work done and chop all those goals down, chop all those tasks down, get that experience, and then to educate yourself, study and learn as you go forward. Because that's what's going to make you better. That's what's going to make you more valuable. Okay? I talk about that in that book. I wrote this book for the people out here who want to be hustlers. Or the people out here who are hustlers. Some people haven't tapped into their entrepreneurial spirit, okay? But it's a part of all of us, okay? Because we all trying to survive, right? Nobody want to die before their time, okay? So I talk about that and what you could do, man. And what actions need to be taken. Okay? I wrote this book for the free thinkers, okay? Because as a free thinker, you have to determine what works for you and what you think is right and what is the truth for you, okay? Because let me tell you something about the truth that a lot of people won't tell you, okay? When you're a kid, they tell you the truth is one way, right? For anybody out here who familiar with, my goodness, the machine language, right? Computer coding, machine language. They tell you the truth is zeros and ones. But, you know, when you're dealing with humans, the truth is always subjective, bro. Right? Because there's always going to be some unknown factors. There's always going to be something you didn't see. Or if you and your friend watch the same event occur, you guys might have two different stories about what happened. So the truth is always subjective, okay? But that's fine. You got to learn to use the truth that you think works for you and how you see it fit. You got to use that to make it work for you, okay? It's for the free thinkers. I wrote this for the free thinkers. And lastly, I wrote this book for people who staying true to themselves, bro. Always stay true to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, you're not going to get along with everybody. But you got to be able to live with yourself, okay? And I'm not saying you perfect. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I mean? And that's why you got to stay true to yourself, man. Because people out here will try to tell you what to do and what not to do, but they not perfect themselves. See what I'm saying? Even these so-called people who got status, right? People who so-called got status, they might tell you how to do something, or they might tell you what they think will work because it worked for them. But again, who's to say you won't have the same exact variables that they had when they did, you know, what they did to get to where they are? You see what I'm saying? Again, you're a unique individual. So that's who I wrote this book for. I wrote this for people who looking to get I wrote this for one person, okay, who's looking to get what he or she deserves, who's a non-settler, who's looking to help themselves, who's looking to make more money, who's looking to find happiness in their career field and in other aspects of their life, who's a hustler, who's a free thinker, and who's true to themselves. That's who I wrote this book for. So if you're interested in this book, man, just let me know. It's on the way. It's how to come up staying true to yourself, man. We out here. Title might change. You know what I'm saying? Because his title might change. It's possible, but I'm writing this book, man. So yeah, man. I just wanted to just holler at y'all and tell you know what's going on. What the scoop is, man. It's Ash Greasy. We out here. Um, I got the book on the way. Got the album coming. Um, yeah, man. Got a lot of good things coming, yo. So never let them box you in, okay? Never be afraid to think for yourself. Never be afraid to feel how you feel, okay? And never be afraid to live with your own decisions, man. Because the only person who got your back at the end of the day is you. Feel me? Even though other people may care for you, right? They only gonna do what they think is best through their lens, through their eyes. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta do what's best for you, and you gotta be able to live with your decisions, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody guilt you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn to live with regrets, all that good stuff. Gotta learn to live with guilt, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just is what it is. So we out here, Ash Greasy. Hurry up and drop. Available right now on iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Like I said, got the book on the way. Got a new album on the way. Got some good things coming, man. It's just the beginning. We out here. Peace.